Oh, you can't hear me.
Oh, I can hear you.
I was just saying really bad things, but now I have a huge echo.
Did somebody finally turn on the mic pack? Is that what happened?
I do have a natural hand.
Oh, should I put on a tube? No, I'm going au natural.
Me too, but I just thought you'd get a kick out of this.
That's hilarious. So let's rock and roll.
Curling now enters the Sports Weekend spotlight.
First things first, call the question everybody wants to know. Did you ever think somebody was going to catch 4 straight? Team Einarson has done it.
Oh, it's amazing too. And they did it with such like a punctuation mark, didn't they? They were so good all week. And then they dominated Jennifer Jones, who was just a little bit off, but 4 straight, incredible. And there's really no, slowing down of this team. They get better every year. Val Sweeting had an amazing week. They all did. And so this team's, well, they could go do 5 or 6. There's going to be some other teams that have something to say about that. But because a lot of teams were great, eh?
It was a wild Scotties, no doubt. Hello again, curling fans. I know you're probably still buzzing from the Scotties. The withdrawal symptoms are setting in. But of course, it's not long because the Brier is coming right up, Call. Every year we talk about it, a stacked field, of course, and a stacked show. Get ready for a jam-packed show, debriefing a dramatic Scotties and setting up a star-studded Brier.
We're going to be talking to Brad Gushue, Team Canada, looking for their 5th Brier title. That's amazing. Also, the always entertaining Ben Hebert. He'll be in the house. This is his 14th Brier appearance. Of course, new look team with Brendan Bottcher.
Colin Hodgson has an announcement you're only going to see here first. You don't want to miss that.
And we'll welcome Kerri Einarson into the 4 straight Scotties wins title. They were amazing. A big conversation with her from Gimli.
It's all ahead, curling fans, so buckle up.
He now has the chance to win his first Brier title.
Doesn't look at me.
5 is what you need to become the Canadian curling champions. Need the button, fellas. Ball is right there, and it is 2 for Gushue. And Gushue is good again. Pivoting around, trying to hold it. With 3 men, they win a 4th Canadian Men's Curling Championship.
How have the preps been going for this year's Brier?
It's going real well, actually. The guys were all here in St. John's for 5 days. They just left and went home yesterday to get a couple days rest before we head to London. And I liked how everybody was throwing. I think we're all ready, just anxious to get going. As Team Canada, the break between our last event, which was the Grand Slam in middle of January, to now, it's been pretty long. And so there's probably going to be a bit of rust to break off in the first couple of games. Game rust, I mean, not so much throwing and all that stuff, but just that game sense that you kind of lose after taking 7 weeks off.
But listen, what was it like following your girls at their championships? How nerve-wracking was that for you? You must have enjoyed that a lot.
It was great and awful all at the same time. It was great. I got to go to the under-18s and watch my daughter compete there, and to see her go and play and fit in there, I thought that was wonderful. And we had to leave there early because we had committed her to play at the under-16 provincials. So she played on one team with a couple girls from Stephenville, which is on the west coast of Newfoundland. And then my youngest had her team there playing as well. And they ended up meeting in the semifinals. And the game was kind of back and forth. And my youngest was actually up 3. And then my oldest scored 6 in the second last end to go up 3 herself. And then my youngest got 3 in the last end to tie it up. And then it came down to a measurement in the extra end. So they really just were awful on me and my wife to watch that. And to see it come down to a measurement, it was kind of cruel, to be honest, but it was fun to see them have that excitement and to see some intensity out there competing. I thought it was really awesome, and we enjoyed the whole experience.
You know what?
Devin Heroux loves that kind of drama, by the way.
I do.
This would have been a Devin Heroux tweet fest if he was at the under-16s. And you know what? All of your followers would have been riveted by it because, it was pretty epic entertainment.
What I was going to say is I love the fact, Brad, because I know how your mind works a little bit when it comes to the game of curling, that you can probably recall the shots that were played in the same way that you can recall the shots in your own game from 10, 15 years ago. I love that.
Absolutely.
I saw a little clip after the Scotties game from Jennifer Jones about not particularly liking this format, Brad. It's a little complicated. It's a little weird. I feel like we always got to make it a little harder than it is in curling. Some thoughts on this format?
Yeah, so I think from a positive perspective, I did an interview earlier today, and they brought up the fact that we're getting a lot of new kind of fresh teams in there or new names that we haven't seen before. So opening it up to 18 teams, we're going to see some, I don't want to say turnover, but some new names in there and giving people an opportunity to compete in these big championships. So I think that's a positive. From a negative perspective, I think from a casual viewer's mindset, like that whole crossover game and you go undefeated and you lose a game and then you drop to the 3-4 game. Like it seems much too complicated for what we need. I think there's a better solution out there. We went through that last year, the exact same as Kerri, where we went 8-0 in the round robin and lose that one game. And then all of a sudden you're playing in the 3-4 game. Like there's no benefit. Well, there's a little benefit to winning your pool, but why they just can't have first place play off against each other, second place play off against each other and eliminate that crossover. I'm not sure, but I think we definitely need to simplify it because again, the casual fan is just not understanding this format.
Well, just
forget the casual fan. I was having trouble. I'm going, okay, this it's hurting my head.
Well, you know what, Colleen, last year, I didn't even look at the competitor's guide. So I had, we were obviously at the Olympics and that was our focus. And then we went to the Brier and I never looked through any of the documents that were sent. I didn't know the format. So we got through the round robin and we were playing Brendan in that crossover game. And I was assuming this was like the 1-2 game. And then all of a sudden we lose and we fall back and, I wasn't even aware of it. And I was playing in it at that time. So, but that was my fault. I didn't read the doc.
No, but sometimes you wonder, how did I get here from here? How did I, it just is.
Yeah. And speaking of tweeting, I kept saying, now the playoffs. No, tomorrow's the playoffs. Now the playoffs start.
Kind of.
So when are the playoffs? Is it actually the 3-4 and the 1-2, or is it that crossover game? Like you're right. I don't know what the playoff round actually, when it actually starts.
Yeah.
Listen, what number Brier is this for you? And are you looking at some of the young guns that are in it, former Canadian junior champs, et cetera, or have just played in the Canadian junior like you did however many years ago? How many Briers is it for you? And do you look at these young kids and know that they want what you got? And they want to take it from you?
I was told the other day it's number 20. So that's quite something. I would have never thought I'd have this many and I'd still be at it. But to your second question, there's a lot of good young players at the Brier this year. We're going to be playing one, right off the hop from BC with Jack Gauthier and the team that Tyler skipped for a number of years. And then Tyler's there with Kevin, and you have the Horgans, Felix from Quebec, a number of really good young teams that are going to be there. So, that's exciting to see. And we need some more younger guys because I'm sure curling fans out there are tired of seeing, Cooey and Gushue and Jones in these Briers. It's nice to see fresh young faces and see the teams that are going to be the future of the game in 10 or 15 years. These are going to be household names that we're going to be watching year in and year out at the Brier and Scotties.
Not if your knees and hips hold up, Brad. You'll still be there. Listen, any advice from me? Because I'm going as a fan because Luke's on Matt Manuel's team. So the nails are already gone from the provincial. But what tips as a parent can you give me?
You know what? If you're gonna follow my dad's route, just spend lots of time in the Brier Patch and make lots of friends and enjoy the experience. You're gonna have a ton of fun there supporting him. But
hang with him.
I'm sure your nerves are going to be gone. So, but I'm excited for them. Anytime you get to the first Brier, that's always so special and so much fun to participate in, and make sure that they take advantage of all of the things the Brier has to offer, because it is a really fun event. But at the end of the day, you got to go out and play and compete, as you know better than anybody. It's only a couple days away before we hop on that plane.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Good luck, Brad. We'll see you down
Thanks,
there.
guys.
The gang will all be down there, so we'll see you there. Good luck.
All right. Take care.
I wonder what the record is for number of Briers played, because if Brad is playing in 20,
Great question.
You played in 21 Scotties.
I thought it was 23. Remember, we were talking about that the other
Right.
day, and I said it's 23, and you go, it's not 23.
No, I think it's 21. It's in the
Yeah.
record books. It says 21. I think Ben Hebert, the always
He's got a lot.
entertaining Ben Hebert, is here. Let me tell you before we get to Ben. We were texting earlier today. He said, "Where am I in the show?" I said, "Second."
Number 2.
He said, "Who's ahead of me?" I said, "Don't be pissed, but Brad Gushue."
Oh, dear. But we love them. We love them both.
We love him. And
He's
Benny
number one
Hebert's
in
in the
our
house.
hearts.
Ben, it feels forever. It's like we have to call
I
your
know.
PR managers to get
Does
you
he
on
have
the
a
show
PR
now.
manager? Wow.
No,
Hi,
I
Ben.
don't. But I don't mind. I don't mind being behind Brad today. He's still Team Canada, but we got a couple weeks to see what's up. So he gets to go first this week. So it's all good. It's all good.
How are you, Ben? How are you feeling? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously every time I'm always loving the Brier right after the Scotties. The Scotties wants to make you get out there and play. And after watching the celebrations last night, and guys have been putting in a lot of hard work, and I'm really excited to get out on the Brier surface with the new team and see what we can do.
Tell us about that new team. You guys look so strong during the great streaming for your Alberta Provincial, by the way. Not all provinces do that. But how did that feel, up against Cooey, who you played with for so long, and Cooey coming out on top the way Cooey can do?
Yeah, it was a weird feeling, actually. I played in so many big provincial finals, growing up, even from Saskatchewan to my first few years here with Martin against Furby, and then Martin against Cooey, and then the other way, Cooey against Bottcher. And, when they're really, really monster games and you have to win to go to the Brier, I will say it had a little bit of a different feel. But as far as playing against Kevin, you know what? They've had a pretty good year. We've had a great year. And I love Kevin forever. We're going to be good friends no matter what. And, he played a good game. Me and Kevin didn't split ways because I was a bad curler. He was a bad curler. Just it was time for a change for both of us. And, I'm really happy with where I'm at and wouldn't change a thing. And, they got the better of us one game. We've had some great success this year, so I'm not too concerned about it, but it was a good final. Kevin played well.
I'm sure you would trade off a provincial title over a Brier title any day, Penny. So I talked to Paul at the start of the season, and you and I have gone back and forth throughout the season about the tweaks, the process, the trying things out during the season. Where would you say you're at in the progression? Do you feel you're where you want to be with tinkering around with throwing and technique and all of that? Are you where you want to be now?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, we did some stuff at the start of the year, which, I would say I was probably the least keen on it because my teammates are very open to trying new things. And I'm the old guy that's like, I don't know if I want to sacrifice this event. But, I've learned a lot from these guys. I really have. Brendan, a really, really sharp guy. And obviously Brett with all the success he's had with Brad, and I knew what I was getting with Mark, obviously. So, I've been learning as much as I have this year as my early years with Kmart. So it's been a total treat for me. Everyone's been really open-minded. And, we said at the start of the year, we weren't sure, what method was going to work. If it was going to be the Cooey method, the Gushue, the Bottcher, the Jacobs. We kind of had 4 teams coming together, and we tried something crazy. Even I laugh at it now because it feels like it was 2 years ago before Grand Prairie. We tried something. We really wanted to try it, and we didn't win a game. And we kind of laugh about it now because we've had a lot of success since then. But then, it even sounds weird to think you'd try to change things up before provincials. And we tried something before provincials that we'd never done before as a team. But we knew we were in the Brier, and we knew it's a long process here. So we've committed to some stuff, and that's the one, really positive thing about this team is when we all decide to commit to something, everybody does it, and everyone, all four of us have a real pretty dialed in as to what our goals are, and we haven't gone off track yet. So that's been a great, for better or worse, the games we've won and the games we've lost. So it's been a pleasure, and I would say we're trending in the right direction, and I think you're going to see a good team at the Brier in London.
All right, let's get into it. Never one to shy away from giving your opinion. 2 rapid-fire questions. The format, we heard JJ talk about it. She doesn't like it. Gushue, a little mixed on it. Could sit on the fence, pros and cons. So I want your thoughts on that.
I got it. I got this covered. So the format, I mean, it's not the best format. It's not the best, but I think a lot of the curlers that don't like it, or there's a lot of things that go into a Canadian championship. Obviously, the business, the sponsors, the television. If we want to be on TSN, if we want the sponsors paying all the money where you see the logos in, we want our prize purse to be good, you have to look at the big picture. Like, they talk about they hate the wild card teams. To be honest with you, I wasn't a big component of the wild card teams, and I'm even wild card now, and I still say that. I'm not going to wave on that, but as soon as you let all the provinces in and there's no relegation and everybody's in, and the 3 teams from the territory, you're going to have some give and take. So if it's going to be 18 teams and all of our top teams are going to be there no matter what, if we're going to get paid some good money to be there, win and lose, if the television gets to dictate, because television dictates, that's the way she goes, then we're going to have to sacrifice some areas. And if the draw is one of them, which I really wish there was a better way to go, I'm okay with it for all the good things that do come with it. I hope we can maybe find a better way. I do think... I think it was Jennifer Jones was in a tough spot this week when she had to win that elimination game at 7-1. It should not be a double knockout. I remember last year, actually, Brendan got second in our pool, and he had to play that elimination game. And I was kind of like, man, Bottcher could be out at 7-2. Wow. That's a little bit Bush League. So I don't like that aspect of it. At the same time, we have to play a lot of elimination games at the World Championship. You have to play a quarterfinal game if you're not top 2. You have to play a semifinal elimination game at the Olympics.
Right.
It's not horrendous to have our Canadian teams feel that pressure in a Canadian championship to play.
Amen.
Pros and cons, but I wish it was one game. I would like it to be a triple knockout minimum, some forms, some way. You hate to see some of the top teams get in there and lose one game. I don't love it, but I can understand the reason. Let's put it that way.
You're a blast, Ben.
Yep.
Guys, look at your studio. Are you guys Hollywood now? Are you guys big time? What's going on?
Phone our agents, okay? We have to phone your agent.
Bright lights. It's an upgrade.
Good. You guys have officially made it. Congratulations.
Enjoy the Brier.
Looking forward to it.
They don't need any luck. They're good.
Well, yeah, we're going to have Ben join the show. He's good. You're good, Ben. But you know what? We'll see you down in London. We're all going to be together. Of course, Cole's son Luke is going to be there as well, so we'll all be there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Colleen. That's exciting. Is he in our pool?
No, luckily he's not in your pool, because you'd trash talk him, wouldn't you? But he's got the Cooeys to face, both Kevin and then Jamie. So he's I
like his chances better against Jamie.
While we're waiting for Colin, they're the Cooeys there. Dunstone, there's Luke, Carruthers. Which, like we talked about it in the women's, which pool was harder?
Yeah.
What do you think? I kind of think Gushue, Bottcher, McEwen, Asselin.
That's a little bit of a little bit of a curling gauntlet right there.
It's a gauntlet.
Look at Colin shaking his head. Colin's shaking his head.
You gotta run the gauntlet.
Okay. Oh, I think we need Colin to unmute himself.
People are still muted, aren't they?
He knows it. Okay, let's rock and roll. All right, Colin, we've been building it up. I feel like we need a drum roll here, but some big news for you and something I know you've been thinking a lot about. The floor is yours. Share your big news.
Yeah, it has been building up for a while, and this is going to be my last Brier as a competitor. And I'll be retiring from four-man curling at the end of the season.
Wow.
What makes you want to leave?
I think there's been a lot of I guess the pandemic did a number on a lot of people and our mental health, and leading into this year, into a new cycle, had a chance to build something new and start fresh. And we did that. And we had a goal with our team at the start of the year of getting Tanner and Jacob to their first Brier. And, we did accomplish that goal, and that was very satisfying. And I think I had a lot of feelings going in before provincials, going into those games, that this could be it for me. But having that front row seat with those guys, with Darren, to be able to watch the relief that those boys had together, that celebration was incredible for me and Darren. And I think that just solidified that I'm curling for different reasons now than I once was as a kid, and trying to get to the Brier. I used to just want to go to one. That was something that I never thought was really possible. And now, after qualifying for our seventh, or my seventh now, I guess the luster is kind of worn off, and I'm onto something, just onto curling for different reasons. So the 4-person game, unless it's really become, unless we win, everything is a letdown and a disappointment, and a lot of pain comes from that. And it's so hard to win, not only within Canada, but obviously within Canada, but internationally, it's getting harder and harder. And, I think my reasons for curling have changed, and that's to share with people and to share those experiences and learn from them. And so one of the things I'm really looking forward to, I was talking to Chelsea Kerri the other night about mixed doubles, and I have a couple injuries I have to fix, and I need a little bit of time off for that. But for mixed doubles, for the two of us to maybe be able to share our experiences and to learn from other people and to travel the world, I think one of the most meaningful experiences I've had was going to Japan. And what I learned from that was a different level of respect, a different way of looking at life, that I thought I was going there to share Canada and to share my experiences. And that was quite literally the opposite. I learned from everyone else. And, being able to travel and having these experiences has been something that's invaluable and has really changed my perspective.
Colin, you talked about mental health, and one of the things we've loved about having you on the show over the last number of years is how vulnerable and authentic you've been, and how you've shown up in curling that way too. We actually got an email from a curling fan who said that you were her favorite because of who you are, the way you bring awareness. There it is right there. My favorite curler is Colin Hodgson. I love how he's an advocate for mental health and his sportsmanship. You've done so much for this game on and off the ice. I can't imagine how hard this would be, because I know how big curling has been a part of your life and everything around that. But when you see something like that, and when you see the impact you've had to Canadians across this country, what comes up for you, Colin?
I'm grateful that we have these moments, and that's why I wanted to say something before the Brier, was that I can go out there one last time and share it with my competitors, to share it with the fans who have been, such a important part of my life. I found myself in curling over the years as a person. I didn't know who I was or where I came from, and that was difficult. And I think that's what drove me to make a move from Alberta to Manitoba, for Reed and Derek and the guys to take a chance on me. And, I obviously no one's perfect, and I made a lot of mistakes over the years, but, learning through that, these experiences gave me, just a huge opportunity to grow as a person and to move on to a different chapter in my life. And that's where it is. And I'm very happy, and I'm very, I'm in a better place now moving forward. And so that's why, I wanted to share this news ahead of the Brier, so that I can have as many of those moments as possible with everyone else, and just show them all that I appreciate them, and not have this big secret that, I know it's the last time I'm walking on the ice with them. It's just nice to have it in the open.
Yeah. Like they say, when one door closes, another one opens. So, but we look forward to seeing you at the Brier.
Thank you. I'm fired up. This feels like being a kid again. I've missed this aspect of going there and not focusing on 100% on the performance. I know that's going to come. I talked to my teammates, and they're incredibly supportive, and I think it gives us something to rally around. So that was a message we wanted to bring into it.
Awesome. Okay, travel safe. We'll see you at the Brier.
But he
Thank
doesn't
you,
have
guys.
to have too much fun when he plays Luke, okay? Because they're in the same pool.
Just outside the edge of the 8. They need the 4. You got a second chance. Make the most of it. Canada, say hello to your new champions from Manitoba. It has to be the shot rock. It has to be the shot rock. And it will go too far. And it will be a second straight Canadian championship for Kerri Einarson. This is going to take a lot of rattling here. Run it back, kick it sideways. No!
Nice try.
And it'll be 1, 2, 3 straight Canadian championships. Kerri Einarson. A fab 4 in a row for Team Canada.
An absolutely incredible run once again by Team Einarson, Team Canada. They are the queens of curling, no doubt, Colleen. 4 straight titles.
Amazing.
And you must be exhausted, Kerri. But at your
Am I
home.
ever?
Yeah, at your
I
home.
only got about an hour of sleep last night. So I got home just like an hour ago. Oh, and there's my dog. My dogs are excited to see me. Yeah.
Nice.
And I have to go back to the city and pick up my girls and my husband.
Tonight?
Yes.
Oh. Kerri, what was it like? I mean, the whole team was so dominant. How did it feel to do 4 in a row?
Oh my God, you know what it feels like, Colleen. It's unbelievable feeling, and it's something that you don't dream about because it's so rare and so hard to do. And for us to accomplish that, I'm extremely proud of my teammates. They played unreal all week, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be a 4-time champion.
Yeah, it's incredible what you were able to do, Kerri. And I saw a video of you giving Brier the MVP award, and I think all Canadians were watching the way she was sweeping with that belly and going, and every sweep she put everything into it. And of course, Shannon, 5 for 5. Talk to us more about this team and the nice moment with Brier as well.
Yeah, this team has put in a lot of hard work over the last 5 years, and it's definitely showing and paying off. I know a lot of people had their doubts about us, but we never gave up, and we kept working extremely hard. And yeah, Shannon having 5 Scotties titles, that's pretty amazing. So I'm glad she's on my team. And yeah, and for Brienne, like she was in beast mode all week. She just like bared down. She never complained once. She gave it her all out there. And yeah, so extremely proud of her. And she deserved that MVP award more than I did.
Kerri, there was a beautiful moment during one of the games. I can't remember because it's all a blur right now, as it probably is for you. But the cameras were on your 2 daughters, and they were right into it. And I want you to look at this picture. This is in Moose Jaw when you won the first. To me, it feels like a lifetime ago and like yesterday. I can't imagine. They only know their mom as a winner. 4 straight. They watched you win all of these, and there you are together. What was it like to have them there, the whole family there, because you all have been on this journey together?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. Seeing this picture brings tears to my eyes. I love having my girls and my husband and my parents there supporting me throughout my journey. And I hope one day the girls will be there. I brought them out onto the ice and they were sliding, and they were so excited to be out there. And my mom said to the girls, "Oh, I wonder if someone will ever break Mom's record." And the girls said, "We will."
I love that.
Maybe
Yeah,
they'll
I
let
thought
you
it was
play
so
lead.
cute. Yeah,
awesome.
maybe. Probably not, though.
Now the Worlds, Sweden. Are you looking forward to that, or are you just going to rest for a while?
Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to it. We haven't got to go overseas for Worlds. We were in Japan this year, and that was pretty amazing too. So it was good that we got some experience with that. So we're definitely looking forward to it. But I think this week I'm going to take some time to rest and recover and get some work done on my body and heal my voice. I'm like the Russ Howard of curling.
Yeah, you are. Well, he loses it totally, but you do sound like you need a little bit of a rest. Well, Queen of Curling, four in a row club. Welcome to the club, and congratulations.
Awesome.
Thanks
Awesome,
so much.
Kerri. Get some rest. Thank you for doing this. We get to talk to you Canadians from coast to coast to coast. So thrilled for you. So we're passing on that message of congratulations. You've done Canada so proud, and you get to keep wearing that maple leaf. So congratulations.
I absolutely love it, and it never gets old.
Awesome. Get some rest, Kerri. Appreciate you.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
A jam-packed show call. Again, remarkable. Team Einarson, once again, Team Canada. And now the Brier. Eat your heart out.
And we're going to be together. You're coming down second part towards the end of the week in playoffs. So we're going to have coffee. We'll have some fun, right? Old times.
Of course we're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun, right?
People love your whiteboards more than I think they love me. So bring the whiteboard out as we close. Let's look over the Brier polls.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And then we'll wind things down here. Take a look. There it is. The Brier, the eve of the Brier, as we get set for the Rock'em Sock'em drama that's going to play out in London. What do you like, Col? What's standing out to you?
One of the things, I mean, you've got all the traditional great teams, right? You've got Gushue and Bottcher down here, Kevin Cooey and Dunstone. Okay, so those are probably the top four. But then you've got Reid Carruthers, who had a great Manitoba final playing with 3. You've got Horgan, the Horgan brothers, and they're a strong team. I don't know a lot about the Saskatchewan teams. But
I'm a bad Saskatchewanian right now because I don't either. It's going to be exciting. It's been since 1980 since Saskatchewan won. I know that. I was going to say 43 years. That would have been kind. No, it's 43 years.
But good math.
It's curling season. The Brier upcoming. We're going to be there. And of course, we do this show for you, the fans. And reach out to us. Send us photos, videos. Let us know how you're watching, how you're taking in all the curling. We've already received some photos, Call, from fans across this country. Here's Chelsea, a Special Olympics provincial gold medalist from BC. Look at that gold medal. Awesome, nice. Chelsea. There's a photo right there on the ice inside the club. Beautiful club.
Isn't that is? Which club do we know what club it is?
I don't know what club it is, but we're going to find that out.
I love every club.
You love every curling club. And we love that curling show sweater. Take a look at that.
So
and
nice.
You can purchase mugs and sweaters and a shirt like this. And we coordinated.
We did. We didn't plan
We actually
it,
didn't even plan this.
We didn't plan it. All right, I'm going to see you in London.
I'll see you in London. Buckle up. It's going to be riveting and dramatic.
Yeah, I'm going to hang with Brad Gushue's dad in the Brier Patch. I thought that was good advice.
You know, Brad's dad wins a lot of 50-50s too. I've seen it.
Ooh,
so he's lucky.
Nice. Yeah, lucky as well. Yeah.
See you in London, called the Brier, and we will be there and we will have you covered.
See you there.
Curling now enters the Sports Weekend spotlight.